What is up, guys? It's time to give you guys my thoughts on the BE3, Bethesda E3 press conference. 2017. So, first thing I want to get off my chest is a lot of people seem once again disappointed like a bunch of little whiny babies because it wasn't as good as last year or the year before that. So, before I get any further into this, I just want to say a lot of people must don't really understand how Bethesda works. It's been said numerous amounts of times. They don't seem to comprehend in their little brain how they don't understand how what kind of company Bethesda is. Like a lot of people, for me, a lot of people want to hear more games that comes out within the next year or two, rather than games that comes out within a year. So people rather hear more games that will come out years ahead rather than coming out within the same year. I feel like I don't know. I just don't get people, man. I feel like they'll never ever, appreciate the games that comes out today. And so I'm pretty sure. And then here's the one thing about it, a lot of people was expecting like, oh my god, Fallout 5. Like, are you that stupid to think that there will be a Fallout 5? If even if you would have, if people would have said, "Oh, I expected an Elder Scrolls 6," if people would have said, "Where's Elder Scrolls 6 at?" Which people were saying that too, but you were seeing some Fallout 5s up in there as well. If people would have said, "Oh, I expected Fallout 5," that sounds more reasonable than a fucking Fallout 5. For those of you who watched it, you guys really think there would be a Fallout 5? Did you seriously, in your gut, think that? That's stupid. That that's stupid. Now, when I heard the little theme music for Wolfenstein, I'll get into it in a second. I thought that was going to be a new Fallout game from what is it, ZeniMax, the people who made Fallout New Vegas. That's what I would have thought of, but not no entirely new Fallout game. From Todd Howard. No, that's just idiocracy. Okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I just want to get off my chest. A lot of people. One thing about people is that they want like a Rockstar kind of developer. They want every developers today to be like Rockstar, where they announce the game, get everybody pants wet, and then like weeks later announce that it's been delayed. Like that's why I don't really like Rockstar anymore. Well, I have to say that that's not really the reason I don't like Rockstar anymore. They're not my favorite developer anymore. It's other reasons than that, or I'd not get into right now. But people want that treatment. They want to show me the best you got, and then just delay the fuck out of it. We don't care as long as we know that exists. But anyway, first let's get into it. First thing I have to admit, yes, this year E3 for Bethesda was not as good as the last year, or year before that. But the reason why, because Bethesda likes to release their games. They like to talk about what's coming within less than a year, pretty much. And I like that in the game developer. I love where they have it where, okay, this is what we got coming within less than 6 months. I love that shit. I hate it when they be like, okay, here, yeah, it's coming out, yeah, yeah, yeah. A year later, and then after that, may get delayed for another half a year to another year. I, I'm not saying delays are bad, but I'd rather get my dessert rather than get it later, if you know what I mean. But they showed three things that interested me tonight, which was the Death of the Outsider, which is the new DLC. Standalone story. I believe it should probably look like it's a standalone for Dishonored 2. I beat Dishonored 2, and that game is amazing. One of my favorite games. That game is just fantastic. 10 out of 10. Perfect game for me. So it's the Death of the Outsider, which follows the story of, I believe her name is Billy, which is the woman on the boat that helps you in Dishonored 2, whether you play Corvo or Emily. I'm pretty sure when she told her story in the game, I'm pretty sure that I already knew that they was going to, probably expand on that story a little bit more. But I'm happy to hear that. I think it comes out. This is July. I believe it might have been July. I don't remember. But I can't wait to hear that. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to cost like $15 or so. But I'll definitely be buying that because I love the Dishonored series. It's such a great game. Um, So I thought that was pretty cool. So next up after that, we have gotten um, oh yeah. Also before they showed like a lot of VR stuff, which wasn't really surprising me there because they showed that I think they showed that last year at E3. Or was it Gamescom? I'm not sure what it was. Um, yeah, they showed Fallout 4 VR, and they showed Skyrim coming to the Switch, which wasn't new as well because they announced that when the Switch came out. Nintendo, actually no, Todd Howard announced that as well, and they're doing a Doom VR as well, and they're talking about Quake as well. Um, and they showed some more Elder Scrolls stuff and whatnot. Um, so, so here's what they showed, which was their two main big attractions, which was the Wolfenstein and the Evil Within 2. So first, let me start with Evil Within 2. That game looks amazing. I have part one. I beat that game. That game's amazing. It's pretty challenging as well. I was like that trailer was done perfectly, like perfectly. I mean, um, I it comes out, and here's the thing about it that 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 really grinds my gears, as Peter would say from Family Guy, is that a lot of these games that they show is all coming out this year. 4 months, 4 freaking months. That ain't nothing when you're waiting for a game. Now, if they delay one of these games, Evil Within or Wolfenstein 2, if they delay one of these games, or even both of them, yes, that will make this E3 this year for Bethesda weak because their two big lineups for the end of the year has been delayed and been shown at E3. Then I would agree with you guys. But these games are coming out this year. We have gotten Prey. Prey came out this year, and we're getting another Wolfenstein. Um, we're getting some more add-on content for Dishonored, and we're getting Evil Within 2. That's great. That makes this year great for games. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's all about this year because we might not even fucking have a next year because there's so much shit going on in the world right now. So it's just that this year it's all about remembering the year before. It's all about remembering what games came out the year. Like 2013 was a popping year. 2013 was great. I mean, we had GTA 5, and I really don't much like that game anymore. We had like tons of games like BioShock. We had uh, um, hell of games that came out in 2013. 2013 was one of the best years for gaming, and over past 6, 7 years, I say, or hell, maybe even a decade. Um, but yeah, this year is looking really great. We have Prey so far. We have Mass Effect Andromeda came out. We have